Welcome to Wisdom Teachings with Dr. Amanda Love. Today's topic, safety and support. Safety and support. These two seem to go hand in hand. If we feel safe, we feel supported, and if supported, we feel safe. A sense of safety is what gives us permission to relax, to breathe, to be. When we don't feel safe, we guard, we tense, we hold back, we pretend, and we don't fully express ourselves because we feel a threat. Whether that threat is external, as in something or someone might hurt or harm us, or internal, as in we might hurt or reject ourselves, it leads to the same experience of constriction and non-fullness. In contrast, to be rested in a well of safety allows us to drink in the fulfilling sustentation that is the essence of life. It allows us to feel ourselves and our interconnectedness within the web of creation. Being outside of the well, so to speak, keeps us vigilantly alert to the protection of our survival. As a self-contained being that feels it has nothing to rely on except perhaps itself. What exactly is safety, and how does one experience more of it? Safety is a felt sense that all is well. That no matter what is or isn't happening, you are okay. There is an undisturbable stability in safety. How do you rest into this sense? One might say that it's a process, and one could also say that it occurs in a moment. In any moment where you tune into the fact that you are okay, you come into contact with the rest of safety. You likely experience this often throughout your day. You just simply don't tune into it as it's in the background of your awareness, not the forefront. What you are more keenly attuned to is when it is that you don't feel safe. There is an alert, tense, unrested quality that appears, and your awareness fuses with that experience. It then seems like that is all there is. You paste this moment onto all moments, and life then feels like one continuous stream of unsafety. To some degree, we have all experienced feeling not safe. We have all felt some types of physical, emotional, or mental threats from self or others. Whether it be physical harm, wars, rape, medical procedures, fires, car accidents, deaths, robbery, unkind words spoken, rejection, rigidity, or any of the gamut of unpleasantries, we've all felt the need to protect ourselves from something. You could say that the entire unwinding process that one goes through is to unwind the tensions accumulated from actual and potential threats. Many of the threats that we experience are micro. We simply feel them as tightness in our body, and when pointed to, we let them go. While others feel macro, more personal, deeper, and like we've been sifting life through them since we were wee little ones. It seems as though one of the prime challenges of being human is navigating uncertainty. We simply just don't know what's going to happen next. Then put on top of that having lots of unpleasant experiences, and it sets us up to feel like we can never take a full breath because something bad might happen if we do. Relaxing feels unsafe. Being tense feels safer. So even though we don't like the experience of feeling tense all of the time, we choose it on a subconscious level because it is the safer and more familiar choice. We feel that at least this way we won't be taken off guard, and maybe we can prevent potential harm that may exist in the next moment. While this is logical to the aspect of ourselves that is scared and has been hurt, it doesn't make as much sense to the part that just wants to relax and enjoy life. We find ourselves in the conundrum of wanting to relax and not wanting to relax at the same time. Or said another way, wanting to just be and not wanting to just be. What do we do from here? Do we risk allowing ourselves to relax and then potentially feeling hurt? Or do we continue to hold tight, brace ourselves, and prevent the blow of impact that might be coming our way whenever it pleases? There is a perceived risk involved in allowing, opening, relaxing, and being. Is that a risk that you are willing to take? For some, the answer is yes, and for others, it's no. There is no right or wrong here. It's not about forcing yourself to relax, which is quite the paradox, but rather it's like creating an invitation. You don't always have to say yes to the invitation, but sometimes it's nice to go to the party, to experience the peace and joy that taking a full breath brings. In order to transmute and alchemize the painful experiences we've experienced, we must find a way for the breath of our awareness to get inside of them. Without that, we simply experience life through the lens of the tension pattern that has been created to protect us from feeling. How does breath get inside of these places that we don't want to feel, that we didn't want to experience, and that we wish hadn't happened? It takes a willingness to turn towards the turmoil, the demon, the darkness, and accept it. You don't have to accept that it was okay, but only that it happened. Fair or unfair, right or not right, just or unjust. You allow what exists to exist and end the resistance to the fact that it occurred. That's the first step that allows breath. Whatever it is, whatever it was, it happened. In that moment of acceptance, your awareness starts to unwind from the tension pattern, and it begins to notice that something else exists besides it. That there is more here than what you've been able to attune to up to this point. That there is indeed another frequency or flavor of existing. A world of safety and support peeks out from behind the clouds. This is the process of experiencing more safety and support in your day-to-day living. If you are in resistance, i.e. tension, you won't feel safe and won't attune to the safety that is here. You will feel unsupported and unable to see the support. You will operate self-contained and like a separate aspect of creation rather than interconnected within it. None of this is negative. It's simply a flavor of experience. In order to have a new flavor, there are perceived risks to take. The risk to let go, to unwind, to breathe, to relax, to feel joy. The more you take the risk to feel these frequencies, the more accessible they will become to you. Soon enough, you will find yourself experiencing the feeling of safety and support, taking in the nourishment of life, and living in harmony with yourself and your environment.